Alright everybody, getting ready to blast off here from the Cook Forest area at 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. Headed to Edinboro Lake to see my buddy Theodore Polanowski Jr. from Off the Hook Outdoors. And we're hoping to get into some big bass. So I'm going to go via Interstate 80 and then up 79 to his exit there, to the Edinboro exit. So I will see you in a little bit. Safe travels. And by the way, I just wanted to show you real quick. Let me turn this around. Little Bucky came back to visit again. I don't know if you can see that, but there he is, next to the porch post again. He's laying in the grass, right next to the poster, right next to the deck, right next to camp. Pretty cool. Must feel nice and safe. He comes and hangs out with me. I walked right by him 3 or 4 times this morning and did not even know he was there. Nor did he move. He lifted his head, that was about it. But pretty cool. I like having him around. Talk to you guys in a bit. So we made it to Teddy's. It's about 110 miles. Not a bad trip. Rained a little bit along the way, but here we are. Is this the Theodore Polanowski Jr. residence?
Good morning.
What's happening, brother?
What's up, buddy?
So I'm going to describe what happened that day that I went up to see Teddy. I got there like 8 a.m. and it rained all the way dang near till lunchtime. And we went and got a bite to eat. And after that, why, it quit raining. So we packed the boat and got out there. And a very cold day. Air temperature, the warmest it got was 49. It was misting rain, 15 mile per hour wind. And we was having a hard time doing some drift fishing and stuff. And the water was choppy. So we did hit the lilies first and was fishing frogs, and the first fish of the day was caught by Teddy back there on frogs. I had 2 hookups but lost them. The one was a very large bass. Teddy was excited, and then it got off, so we were kind of deflated with that one. But as the day went on, we decided, man, we was getting beat up so bad on the water that we got back into this channel, and we were fishing around boat docks and things back in there, out of the wind, and the water was calm. And for me, it was my first time fishing those Sankos, and so it took me a little bit to get the feel of it. You know, in the rivers, you feel something, you yank, or it's gone. You know, with this, they kind of nibble at it, spin it around, mouth it, and then you lift the rod tip a little bit or wind down a little bit to feel the pressure against the line, and if you do feel it, then you give it the jerk and you got it. But it was a good time. Ted put on a complete clinic, as you'll see in the video clips. Like, I think we caught like 24 fish, and he probably caught, 17 or 18 of them himself, I swear. But he had home lake advantage on this one, so I'll just use that as my excuse. But yeah, it took a little bit of getting used to, but once I did, I started getting onto some fish, so it was a great time. So just wanted to explain that. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to explain was the Tacticam did not work, and it was not the Tacticam's fault. I had a corrupted card that was not working. When I got home, I had no footage, so actually the footage that I have of all the fishing, I pirated and stole off of Ted's live. I went through the live, and every time we caught a fish, I recorded it with this camera that I'm using to film this now, and then I edited it in. So, thought you'd find that interesting. So no, it wasn't Tacticam's fault, but here we thought we had a second angle camera going the whole day, and it did not work. Kind of bummed about it, but I did get the footage off the live, since Teddy was doing a live with his phone, and so I stole all the footage. So that's a little background of what happened.
day.
Yeah.
Better than expected.
Just like that, we're home.
For the conditions. We did all right.
All right, guys, we just got back off the lake, and we did manage to put about 24 fish or so in the boat. Conditions were not good. We had like a high of 49, 15 mile per hour winds.
Water temps at 63 degrees.
Yep. So we started off back at the lilies and then all the muck and throwing frogs. We had a couple hookups. Ted, you did catch one.
Yeah, I caught one on the frog.
Caught one back
First
there
fish
on
of
the
the day
frog.
was on the frog.
And so we had a couple hookups. We decided to go some other places. We went into the lake, other joints, and then we found that the canal portion was out of the wind and weather. And when we got down there was a lot of docks and things, people's personal docks and things that we could fish all around. And that's where we caught the bulk of the fish today. So, I mean, it wasn't a bad day. I had my doubts at first, and it took me like a big learning curve because this was my first trip with like deep water fishing with the Sankos and things. You know,
Definitely different.
It's definitely different for me because I'm so used to river fishing where I came from back in Pittsburgh in the river, the Allegheny. You know, there, you know, using hip waders and things and throwing rapalas, and you know, now where I live up in the Cook Forest area. We'll go into the Clarion River down there. It's shallow. I do a lot of rock hopping, what I call rock hopping. There's big boulders out jutting out into the river. I get on them, or you know, wherever I can get to the water and get in up to my hips with my waders. I get in there and fish. So anyhow, not a bad day. It was chilly. We're warming up.
Oh yeah.
Decided,
sleep good tonight.
Yeah, I'll definitely sleep good tonight. I got about 110 miles to drive back home.
Got about an hour and 45 minutes or something.
Yeah, hour and 45 probably to get back. I've been up since 4 something, so I'm getting tired. I want to get home. I want to thank Ted, my man here. He set me up, he guided me out here, and showed me what to do.
It's
tough. It was a learning curve for me. It took me a while to get onto that bite sequence, you know, because they come and they wrap it a few times. And you give them a little bit, a second or two to get it in their mouth, and then you give it the tug.
Yeah, it's a lot of monotony. It's slow, especially this time of year. Anytime Sanko fishing, it's slow. So it's just throwing it out, watching your line. Yeah. Like dead sticking, and it's really slow. And it ain't for everybody.
And I'm not patient.
Frog fishing isn't for everybody either.
I am not patient, so it was a hard day for me. It really was. But no, I want to thank Ted for having me.
You're welcome, buddy.
It was a great time.
Anytime.
So, yeah. Hopefully all the Tacticam footage works out. If it does, man.
You got a good video.
We should have a good video coming here. So,
sure.
Obviously, you're watching the end of it now, so you will be seeing some of the footage before this.
Yeah, we're hoping that it worked.
Hoping that it worked out okay.
Because
it's the first time I used that type of Tacticam, the fisheye. It's an old model, but I never used it.
Yeah.
I bought the thing, never took it out.
Well, it looked like it was working.
It looked like it did, so we'll see. I'll check the card.
I'm looking forward to checking out the video.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm hoping it worked out. It should be like in 3-power zoom or whatever. You know, cool. It should be pretty clear. And it should have been able to, the way it was angled, it should have got both of us, and every time we held a fish up, we should have been able to see it all.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can actually count along, you know, and see how many we really did catch. I'm guessing it was 20 plus.
Plus 20 plus, I think, yeah, for sure.
So, but thanks for watching. Check out Ted's channel, Off the Hook Outdoors. We did a live stream for how many hours was we on?
I don't even know.
3 or 4 hours, I bet you.
4 hours.
What'd you say? It had like 1,300
3,700 views or something.
3,000 views it had while we was live streaming.
We was out there for a while.
People actually came and watched us fish and talk and rip on each other.
It was a good time, for sure.
Just say stupid stuff, and people were cracking up. They loved it. So
yeah.
Go check that out. So it's on live as well. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next video. We'll see you.
See ya.